Good morning, welcome back to the channel. In the last video I mentioned that I would be going to Wales for the next video. Well, that didn't happen. Reason being is I don't think spring has quite yet got hold of North Wales where I intended to go just yet, so I'm going to leave it a few weeks and see if the spring growth pops through. But in the meantime, I've taken a few local trips recently and I'm back in Staffordshire. I actually tried to do a video on Friday morning, some bluebell shots, but the video didn't go to plan. I just got completely rained on, and I did get one shot though. I'll put it on the screen in just a moment. So yeah, hopefully we can get something similar today. There's a little bit of mist and fog around, it's quite nice. It's going to be a blue sky day to start with, and I think tomorrow and into next week we're going to be experiencing some pretty windy, rainy conditions. So it's my last chance to get out and get some quiet shots, shall we say. So yeah, let's head on into this woodland here, which I don't think I've vlogged before. It's quite a nice little local area, and I think I can see some bluebells as well, so maybe we can get another shot. Right, so this morning has been a bit of a challenge, to be honest. The last 2 or 3 videos, I keep talking about spring growth and how it's coming, when you get some nice spring images. Well, it's the 2nd of May, and I've jumped the gun as always. So the spring growth is nowhere near ready yet, I don't think. It's got a good 3 or 4 weeks until it really starts to push through. We've got a little bit, we've got some nice bluebells and stuff like that, some nice new growth on the trees, but it's not quite where I want it to be just yet. Nevertheless, we're out, and I've walked past this little scene here. It's nothing groundbreaking, but I think it's worth capturing. So I'll put a quick video up on in the corner of the screen here. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. So I've got this little row of trees, and the light is just touching upon the trees. It's just coming up behind us here and shining down. It's almost like a lineup of trees. It's got some really nice shadows on the silver birch trees, and it's quite a nice little image. And I think with some post-processing, some dodging and burning, making the trees come out more in the image and more of a three-dimensional look, could look quite good. What a really interesting tree. Can you see this hole that's going right through? Very odd. It'd be nice if we could find an image here. Well, I'm not sure. I do like this new spring growth which is on the trees. It looks quite nice. Let's see if we can find an angle for this. I'm not sure where we would go. Maybe even from here, who knows? Right. I think I've got something here. I'm not entirely sure. It's another one of those. I'm not sure until I get back whether it's going to work or not. But I'm shooting in a landscape format, and the sun is just in the top left-hand corner of the shot. and it is bursting through the top, and it's creating like a light ray all the way through the image, and in all honesty it looks a little bit fake. Obviously it's not fake, it's completely real, but in fact it's not showing on the camera anymore, so I might take a few more shots here like this. But just a moment ago it was just like this big thick light ray coming through. It looked like somebody had really badly photoshopped it in, you know, as some people do. Not me. So anyway, back to the shot. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm looking at. It's probably going to be a little bit cut off because of the video. There is more of the canopy in the shot, but so this tree, this weird tree with a hole in it, is the main subject. I'm at f3.3, and am I? No, this is on the video. So probably around f4, something like that. Low ISO. So I'm shooting in manual, so I'll just alter the shutter speed dependent on the light. Got a shutter release to eliminate any camera shake. Another quick passing by image, I think. Nothing groundbreaking about this. It should be interesting to post-process. You know, to bring out all the texture in the tree, the main subject, create a three-dimensional effect with the final image, and that should look quite nice. Right, I am going to try a portrait version of this shot because there's a silver birch just behind it, and it's almost like a row of trees into, like a leading line almost into that silver birch. So I'll try that also. You know, a lot of the time I never know what's a good image until I get back. It's always the same. It is a struggle with the vlogs, I have to say. If I could just jump in here quickly, I was actually quite pleased with the final image that you can see on screen here. However, I did actually take a second image of the birch trees, which you can see just behind in this particular image. I'll put that up on the screen now. So as you can see from this image, we've got a second shot essentially from the same frame, zoomed in slightly, with the same kind of light and some really nice spring growth, which I also think works. I'd be interested to find out which one of the two is your favourite, so please drop me a line in the comments, which I always read. So I'll continue with the video now anyway. Thank you. Wow, this is nice. So this area of woodland, I haven't explored this part. I have been to this location, but I've never been here. And I've just been walking through what appear to be predominantly birch trees, and then every now and again you just come across like a cluster of these massive oak, really old oak trees. It reminds me of something from Cannock Chase actually. And there has to be a shot here, there just has to be. No, it isn't ideal conditions. It could be better. I mean, with a bit of mist and fog, this place could be ridiculously good. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Look at these trees. Whoa, what a find. I tell you, in the right conditions, this location could be absolutely epic. This guy is, I don't even know what happened to him. It's absolutely unreal. And the guy behind as well, there's quite a few of them. Who needs a Peak District when you've got Staffordshire? Amazing woodland. Right, let's get the camera out, see what we can find. can I be honest? It's a bit of a double-edged sword, unfortunately. The good thing is I found myself a really good location for when the conditions are good. So I think this would be really good in autumn as well. And with some mist and fog, obviously. But in these conditions, very difficult to create any kind of atmospheric shot. I think if it was earlier on this morning, there'd still be a little bit of that morning kind of haze almost. But the sun is well and truly up in the sky now, and it's proving quite difficult. So as great as this location is, I am struggling to get a shot. And as I do more of these YouTube videos, I'm starting to realise that it's going to be pretty difficult for me to get great images on every single video. So hopefully you guys still enjoy the journey, even though the images, well, in my personal opinion, aren't quite as good as other videos. But I think that's part and parcel of YouTube, and trying to do this consistently is showing your failures, I suppose. Well, not failures, but, you know, when things don't go completely to plan. Right, I'll take a few more shots here. I'll put this shot up on screen in just a second. Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, let's go find something else. I've just stopped off at this little spot here. I'm still struggling a little bit with today's conditions. I usually like the darker, moody, atmospheric type shots, but I'm really out of my comfort zone here, to be quite honest. But I'm framing up some shots here with some bluebells in the image. I'll just put a video up on the screen. Also, part of the problem is this is probably about take 8 of trying to video this, because the world has woken up and every man and his dog, literally his dog, are out. And people are so loud. People are so loud. I had to stop the video so many times. Anyway. So this is the frame up on screen. So what I'm doing is I'm doing like a vertical pano across this little scene here. We've got some really dark shadows, some really bright highlights, and then we've got that really bright blue of the bluebells coming through, and I think it might look quite nice. I am going to try a few different alternative shots. I want to try and zoom in a little bit more, see if I can get some more intimate scenes, if that works. And at the end of me talking, you'll see the image that I've chosen. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, absolutely stunning day. The sun is shining, the bluebells are out, spring is here, you know, lockdown restrictions are starting to ease. June is upon us, where everything goes back to normal, hopefully, fingers crossed. But photographically, in my personal taste and style, it's not ideal. But you know, like I mentioned earlier, a YouTube landscape photography vlog shouldn't be all about success. It should also show, not that today isn't a success, but you know, it's not my preferred type of images. But yeah, I want to try and show more of this rather than shots that I'm happy with all the time. Because that in itself is quite challenging, quite hard to make videos when you're only videoing the good shots. Right, let's take a few more here and have a walk around and see what else we can find. I'll have to hurry because there's more people coming. Right guys, I think that's the end of today's video. I've had a really nice morning, some really great weather conditions, but not photography conditions. You know, there's no wind. It's really peaceful, quite mild as well. But I have really struggled today with the photography. I hope you still enjoy the content. Please let me know below. I would like to hear from you, because the images today, they're okay, but they're not kind of typically what I would be excited about. Saying that though, I have also spotted a few locations which I will be coming back to 100% in better conditions. So yeah, positives all around today. I think with YouTube, like I mentioned earlier, you kind of have to show the process, and it's something that I'm learning to do slowly but surely. When I first started doing the videos, I just thought that every image had to be, you know, brilliant, and that's just not the case. I appreciate that. So I'm going to start to show a little bit more of this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So let me know. As always, if you enjoyed the content, give it a like, consider subscribing, and also my Instagram will be at the bottom of the screen here. So, right, let's get back. It's time for or maybe even a McDonald's breakfast. Right, see you next time, guys. Thank you.